Welcome. So today I will go over unboxing of the Samsung M7 monitor, which is some kind of smart monitor, or at least that's what they're calling it. So I just grabbed this beefy boy. Let's try not to break anything in here. As you can see, the space is quite small here. Obviously it's not very compact in terms of the first camera, so that's why I got a second one set up right here so it can actually capture the full girth of this thing. So this is a 32-inch monitor. Just pop it open quickly. Pull away. Let's get in here. Now, even though this is technically a monitor, it comes with a remote control, which you should be able to see in a second, and here. So there we go. I'm gonna put that to the side for now. I'm gonna try to get this out somehow. A little sticker. We got a base amount right here. Oh, no, base amount, what am I saying? A foot. And that is actually a solid block of metal. You can actually hear it. It's quite hefty. Set it to the side. And then right here, looks like it's the rest of the mount. So also gonna set it up to the side. Let's get this out. Then obviously we get the monitor, which I think that's probably the end of it. There we go. I'm gonna set it up on my lap and try to get the box out of the way. Just yeet that behind me. Literally. There we go. And let's place that down. So it looks like I kind of have to get it out through here. Now, before I actually go into this, I'm gonna move it to the side a little bit and set up the actual stand so I can prop it up on something. So we got two screws, which I am completely not prepared for. And we got the solid block of metal as a stand. Now we have like a couple literally the trashiest little feet on here, rubber ones, so at least you don't scratch your desk when you place it down. There we go. So this would normally screw into here. There is already a screw, if you can, whoa, try not to drop it on the monitor. So you can see it right here, there is a screw already. And move that to the side, and let's try to maybe screw it in with this. Let's see. Hopefully this will work. Good enough, at least it's holding. Let's get rid of these screws right here. And I guess I'm gonna take it out from here. Now it looks like I am holding it, this is probably the top side, yep. So right here, the top of it, so this is the bottom. Yeah, let's try to somehow get it out. Oh, I can actually, there we go. See, does it clip in here? That would be amazing. Nope, it does not. But I think I can just set it. Whoa. Okay, so the stem does bend a little bit. It probably doesn't help that it's not screwed in all the way, so you know what? I'm gonna go grab a screwdriver and actually fix it up. So just pause it. Okay, so finally being actually set up. I needed to go grab an actual screwdriver to pop it in. As you can see now, it's, or hopefully you can actually see it, it's not sagging as much, although it does have a little bit of a tilt like towards me. So that's not the best. So yeah, let's just pop in some batteries and turn it on. Now, because this is what they call smart monitor, we actually have the ability to connect to something like Samsung DeX. Now, I do have a tablet right here, which I'll test it out with, so we'll see how that goes. It's supposed to connect to it wirelessly, unlike what you probably are used to. I'm gonna pop in some batteries. Now let's turn it on. I did plug it in. I will also mention that the monitor does come with a, I guess, power supply built into it, so you don't actually have a cable with a brick. You just have a single cable without any kind of additional parts to it. Like as an example, normal LED monitors do. Quick setup. So, hello? Oh. So this is probably going to be a little bit boring. Guess I have to connect to it. Probably would be nice to. Terms and conditions. That's nice. Why is it in Polish? I did select English. Wireless connection. Checking successful. Cool, it's still in English. Terms and conditions. And now it's in Polish. Great. I just connect to these, whatever. Sign into your Samsung account. I don't know if I actually need to. To enjoy smart services, sign into your existing Samsung account, create a new one. So yeah, it actually looks like I do need to sign in, which is a little bit of a shame. And for now, I'll skip it and actually try to do it without it. But I guess we'll see how it turns out. I have Discover, whatever, Amazon Prime. So this actually reminds me a lot of more like a smart TV instead of a monitor, which in itself is kind of, I guess, decent. Select done, I guess. Are you sure? Yes. Tap the back of the phone against. Okay. We got our little tablet right here. Let's see if that will work. Alright, I need to first turn it on. Although it says phone, not a tablet, so that might be a little bit of a problem. We'll see that in a second. Okay, muted it actually a little bit. That doesn't seem to do anything. How about from this side? Oh, I think I just opened something up myself. Let's try that again. Come on. Come on. Where am I supposed to slap it? Well, that's anticlimactic. Okay, so I'm just gonna proceed further. Get started. Let's see, we're gonna go with Samsung DeX. And from here, let's see, we should should have DeX on here. So quickly look at this. Where is it? There we go. Nope, that's a screenshot. Well, this moment is a little bit problematic. I'll try to figure it out and come back once I actually have, because this is getting a little bit annoying. Actually, maybe not. Actually, let me just do it differently. So, just actually touch upon the monitor itself. So, number one, it's a 32-inch 4K display. So that's some of the obvious ones. Now, it does have an 8 milliseconds response time, so it's not necessarily the fastest. It's most likely not going to be the best one for gaming. Additional things that I will mention that might not make it a greatest monitor for gaming, and probably better for like just overall multitasking or just ease of access. It does not have any kind of movement to either like any oriented any way, swivel, tilt, pivot, nothing like that. It's just a still frame that you cannot adjust in any kind of way and move it up and down. That's also not a thing, as you can see. Obviously the stand had no adjustability whatsoever to it, which is actually a shame, considering other than that the monitor is fairly good. Now if you're planning to, as an example, mount it to something like a monitor, or not monitor but monitor arm, then that's probably going to be a little bit better. Let me quickly do something. There we go. So yeah, mounted to a monitor arm should work just fine. Obviously you can then adjust the height and stuff like that, as I can do with my monitor in the back, as you can see, quite easy. The actual weight of it is nothing really to scoff about. It's not the lightest monitor, so you might need to get a little bit more robust arm for this. But other than that, it seems to be a fairly decent monitor in itself. At 4K with the smart connectivity and some apps built into it. You do obviously get the remote control with some functions. You get Netflix and video or Prime Video on here, as well as a button. You can kind of see it right here. We have also web browser apparently. Let's see that. Oh damn, that's actually quite interesting. Now, how do I move the mouse? Oh, okay, so you just kind of use the arrows to move it up and down. Okay. So yeah, now one thing that I'll mention, the monitor comes at around, what is it, $300 US, something along those lines. So it's not the cheapest one, and honestly, if you don't need the smart part of it, then it's nothing really great. If you will be utilizing the actual smart connectivity to it, then that is fantastic. But other than that, I wouldn't say it's worth the money. Obviously, for the people that will utilize it specifically for the smart connectivity, so you can use it with Samsung DeX, obviously you will need Samsung device for it, and I'm not exactly sure yet if it's just strictly a phone or can you use something like a tablet like I have right here. But obviously it's not limited to just Samsung devices, though you will need to have an actual cable. So let me just kind of get it. You can connect any kind of device that actually has a this kind of desktop mode. Samsung and Huawei's are some of those, so you could do it like this. Obviously this should work just fine instantly. Let's see. I'll back out to home. Let's see sources. I am trying to still figure out how the heck does this work, so bear with me. There's also a chance that the cable that I grabbed might not actually support it, but actually there it is. So USB-C, let's see what we get here. So it is right now running through USB-C, and it's not really showing anything. It is turned on. So yeah, at the moment, it doesn't really want to cooperate with this in any kind of way, which is a little bit frustrating. This is a Samsung device, and as you can see throughout the video, I've been having problems all around to actually connect it. It's literally connected to a Type-C. It detects it, but doesn't want to, I think, work with it, cooperate. So that's getting a little bit frustrating at the moment. Now, for this, there is a chance that this is just a fault of the actual USB Type-C cable. This is the one that Samsung adds with their phones, with like S20 and S21. This is the charging cable that you get. It's a Type-C to Type-C, obviously, but it doesn't want to work here. Why, I have no clue. The actual monitor can see it, but it doesn't really want to work with it, so that's fantastic. So yeah, if you are not using it, yeah. So that's a little bit bad. At the moment, I'm kind of disappointed with this, to be fairly honest, because as you can see, it's not necessarily working to the fullest. So yeah. But anyway, like I mentioned before, the monitor should be, assuming I guess you're using the supported phone instead of a tablet, it should be working just fine. That's kind of the purpose of it, and it's all entire gimmick. So if you're not planning to use it with their smart feature for wireless connectivity, as you would normally, or you can just kind of, I don't know, walk into your office, drop your phone and automatically get a visual on your monitor, then it is useless. There is better alternative for a better price. If you're planning to utilize it, there is only, I think, like one other brand that does it, which is Huawei, I think, with their smart monitors as well for their Huawei devices. So yeah, you either go with Samsung or Huawei for this kind of tech. There is not much other competition there that I can think about right now from the top of my head. So anyway, that being said, this would, I guess, conclude the overview of this device. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.